Good evening from Nottingham in the United Kingdom, Little England, to all the people who are in Little England, Ireland, Little Susie, Scotland and Wales, and Northern Ireland, and then out into Europe. There are people on the call from Europe. They're an hour ahead, so they're 6 p.m. And then over into the Americas. And it's so thrilling that we can, simply by pressing a few buttons, with a little bit of IT skills, come together in peace, in harmony, to co-create this beautiful, what we call Sangha, a community of like-hearted and open-hearted and open-minded people together. So let me introduce myself to begin with, and then I'll explain the meditation for today. We'll have enjoy the meditation, and then we will stop the recording. We'll say goodbye to the people who are watching the recording, and then we'll move into conversation. Martin Perry's on the call today, and he will be joining us afterwards, because a lot of this beautiful work, he's guiding me, and we're co-creating together about the lights. So just a tiny bit about me for those people who haven't been here before. On day 25 of Feast for the Soul, a 40-day observance of all cultures, all spiritual practices and all contemplative practices, led by the director, Sarah McLean, who is based in Santa Barbara. And it's a really great privilege to be here. So thank you, Sarah, and also Susie, for holding the space for this to happen, and everybody else, all the other teachers. So my background is as a registered nurse for about 40 years, and also as an Ayurvedic lifestyle educator from the Chopra Centre. And then I trained with Sarah McLean Meditation Institute in more practice of meditation and mindfulness. And the beauty of all this is about, for me, and this is what I love to share, is about self-care. It's when we find our way to a supportive network, when we find our way to natural practices that enable the nervous system to settle, and for the mind and body to move into coherence, alignment, we move into a place of greater clarity. We start to welcome in our uniqueness as an individual being, as part of a community of wholeness. And from clarity comes creativity, and we each have our own unique spark. And that's why we're here in the world. So bringing ourselves into the present moment through meditation and mindfulness, through simple practices, enables us to find our own way into consciousness and the evolving of human consciousness that we are in the midst of at the moment. So I would like to introduce you to the meditation today. The meditation is called the Bright Light. It's the 5th light in a sequence of 7 lights that Martin Perry and I are working together on. But I must say again that the original work came through Martin. So he very graciously shared it with me and with us. And the Bright Light is a journey into the light of blue, hence wearing blue today. And I have my blue earrings on. So I'm feeling embodied by blue. The meditation will probably last about 15-20 minutes, and there's going to be quite a period of reflective silence this time, and we're going to go on an imaginal journey to the beach, and we will bask in the bright blue light. Know that you're safe, know that meditation, we don't expect anything to happen. We are being kind to ourselves, and this is the very journey of a compassionate group of people. And we'll simply find a place of being together, okay, in our own space. So shall we begin? Let's find comfort to begin with. Let's simply find where we are in terms of in the here and now, where you are in your place. And the time now is the present. Thoughts of the past or memories or ruminations of the future haven't got a place here right now. For the next half an hour, we're going to be here. Let me guide you. Our feet are on the floor. Feel your feet on the floor and feel the alignment of your feet on the floor, or what we often call Mother Earth. So our feet are grounded. Wiggle the toes, connect to the toes, connect to the feet, and maybe press the feet into the ground, to Mother Earth, to feel that sense of connection. And then when you feel that sense of connection, move your attention up your legs to the place where you're sitting, or if you're lying, feel the area around the top of the legs in the sacrum area, or the sacral area, hence the word sacral, sacred. And find the position so that you're not sitting on the base of your coccyx, you're sitting on your sit bones. It may mean that you want to move your position forward just a fraction. Your eyes are open at the moment, but we're connecting with our body. Soften the belly. Allow the breath to naturally flow through the belly. So this is about the power of attention, this laser beam of attention. Take your attention now up to the chest, up to what we call the heart space, and consciously take your shoulders up and back a little to expand this area. Move your attention from the base of the spine all the way up to this beautiful, gentle S shape, the natural shape of the spine. So track yourself up, and maybe imagine there's a thread on the top of your head, and pull your spine up just a little, not much, just a little, because we're looking at spaciousness between these beautiful discs and the energy wheels that we call chakras within the Eastern tradition. And then let that thread go. And then settle into a space of alignment. The next thing is to take the chin down just a little so you feel a stretch in the back of the neck. And again, we're in alignment. Our head is in the center of our shoulders. Now what we're doing is we're bringing all the nervous system, which goes up the spine, a lot of the nerves, particularly from the sympathetic nervous system. We're ensuring there's nothing impinged, so that there's this free flow of information up to the brainstem at the back here, where the vagus nerve leaves the brain. And then we're comfortable. Notice if you are comfortable in this position, and know that at any time you can change your position. There are no rules in meditation other, for me, is comfort. Comfort is key. And then when you feel ready, maybe look around the room, just moving your eyes to make sure that you're familiar with your space and everything is safe. I invite you to close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, this brings you into the inner space. And then notice the breath. The body is always in the present moment. The breath is always in the present moment. So anchoring the body with awareness, and then the awareness of the breath will automatically bring you into the here and now. So you're noticing the breath. We're doing this without any judgment. Nothing is right or wrong. Mindfulness is about the present moment awareness, without judgment, being here now. So we notice the natural breath. We're grateful for this breath. the breath that keeps us alive. Feel that sense of appreciation across the chest, across the heart space. Appreciation and gratitude for this life, for this moment, for this breath. Appreciating the wisdom of the body. The body knows what it needs. So we're breathing into the heart space naturally. And as we move into the flow breath, breathing in and out for the same count, maybe the count of 5. We bring our autonomic nervous system into a place of coherence. So I'll be quiet for a few moments. Once you follow your count, whatever the count is, make the in-breath and the out-breath the same. Once you feel that you've regulated the in and the out breath, let the count drop and simply flow the breath in and out naturally. As we do this, the mind automatically settles. Stay with the breath. And now we're going on an imaginary journey together. But we're in our own space. We find ourselves in a log cabin. Our log cabin. Just imagine being in a log cabin, sitting in a chair. Simply being with the breath and the sense of calm. And in front of you are 4 photographs of different lights. Look at the first one. It's a thin sliver of pure light. It's the first light of the new day. As the sliver of light, without any colour, starts to appear. And it brings a sense of awe. Generate that sense of awe through the wonder of the first light. Look to the second picture now, and that's the dawn light. It's an awakening light. It's a light that's gentle. The third picture is the soft light. The light as the clouds and the sky turns those beautiful colours in the morning, yellows and blues and pinks. The soft light is a light of peace. Feel a sense of peace. The next light is the glow light, and that's shown by 12 candles in the picture. This light brings warmth. Feel that sense of warmth, that sense that joins us together as humans. Feel the feeling of warmth within. And the sun's up. And you can, through the window, you can see the blue sky. It's time to go outside. You're called to go outside. The sky is blue. So you walk out of the cabin into the forest that's in front of you. And you walk and you feel Mother Earth under your feet. And you see the blue, blue sky. And you walk slowly to the beach. Your own private beach, where the ocean's rolling and the sky is very blue. And there's a chest, and in the chest is a blanket, a red blanket with your name written on it in gold. So you lay the blanket out on the beach and you sit. And you feel surrounded by this colour blue. It's bright. See it in your mind's eye. Feel it on your skin. In your mind's eye, you may want to sit or you may want to lie. How feels comfortable for you in this blueness? As we absolutely immerse ourselves in this, we feel it all around us and we feel it touching our skin. The biggest and largest organ in the body is the skin. Sense being surrounded by the blue light, the bright blue light on your skin, in your hair, in your nails, your fingernails and your toenails. Be surrounded by this bright blue light. Totally immersed as one with this blueness, this brightness. We're going to take it into the body now. We're going to breathe it in through so many systems of our body. We're going to breathe this blue light in through the respiratory system. We feel it fill our lungs. It's bright. It fills our lungs with brightness. We feel it in our circulatory system, in our heart. As if we're filling up with blue light to the whole of our circulatory system. It moves through the arteries and the veins, into the digestive system. Feel it from the throat all the way into the stomach and into the digestive tract. Moving and filling ourselves with this bright blue light. Into the muscular system. It moves this light into all our muscles. Blue light is filling us into our renal system, into our kidneys, into the bladder, into the reproductive system, those organs, filling it with brightness, the colour blue, into our bones, feel the brightness of the blue light within. It's a healing light. And now into the nervous system, into the electrical system of our whole body, into the brain, filling your head with this blue light, into the whole system of the body. Every system, all 11 systems, including the skin. You're filled with this blue light within and on the skin. Every cell of the body is infused by this healing light. And in this space, we rest. We are with the light. We are the light. Be with the light in peace. In warmth. In wonder. Be still for a little while. I'll watch the time. Enjoy this bright blue light within and without. You are one with it. we can feel the aliveness in every cell of our body. Being immersed in the blue light, into this healing light. But we know it's time now to start our journey back. Know that the blue light is always there and we can always go out to it. So we sit on our rug. We stand in our mind's eye. We fold our rug. We put it back in the treasure chest that's on the beach for our next journey into the blue light or beyond. And we feel the feeling of the blue light, which is uplifting. You have this sense of completeness. We take a picture in our mind's eye of this blue light. And then we turn, we walk slowly from the beach. We walk mindfully, we feel our feet on the ground. And we walk into the forest. We maintain this feeling of upliftedness, of possibilities. And as we walk through the forest, feeling the completeness of nature and the wonder of nature, it's always there for us. We walk slowly and we see the cabin in front of us. And we walk into the cabin, which is light, filled with bright light. We know that there's now, as we sit down, 5 pictures on the wall. The snapshot we've taken of the blue light is there to join the other lights. We're in our chair and we start to feel the feeling within our body. We notice that sense of aliveness in all those various systems, in the heart and in the lungs. Breathe. Let's move into a breath awareness. Let's make the breath longer and slower so that we feel the belly fill. It's a mindful breath, it's a conscious breath. And we breathe out slowly. We do this in our own time. And on the out breath, make it slow so that the navel, the belly button moves to the spine to fully exhale, letting it all go now. All the imaginary realm. We are here in this present moment and we are breathing in deeply and we're breathing out slowly. Fully exhale. So let us now wiggle our fingers and toes. Let us start to bring some energy back. We've left the cabin to be, we're back in our own space, our eyes are closed. But we're grounded, we feel our feet on the floor. We feel our back and our sacral area resting in the chair that's holding us. We press our back into the chair so that we feel held. We feel that stretch in our neck again. And on the next mindful in-breath, I invite you to move however feels right for you. You take your arms up or out, or wiggle your fingers, or take your arms up, whatever, but move in the space around you. It may be you want to simply just move your shoulders, or you want to rub your body, you want to rub your hands. We want to bring more warmth into the body. When we meditate for a little while, sometimes we cool down, particularly in these darker evenings for us over here, maybe in the bright lights of where you are. We just need to just warm ourselves a little more. Notice as you start to move that the breath naturally starts to deepen. Connect again with the breath. We do this really slowly. Our eyes are still closed. We're still in our space, but we're aware of what's around us. Maybe move just again. Move the shoulders up, move the shoulders back. Get some movement going in this beautiful body that we have been given to move around this world in. Notice the breath again. And then when you're ready, I invite you to lower your head so that when you open your eyes in your own time, you're looking down at your hands in your lap. And then stretch those optic nerves. And it's as if you're staring at the hands. Really stretch those eyes. And then soften. Maybe do that again, just a couple of times to really activate the optic nerves. This is our major sense. So we need to activate again. And then when you're ready, we slowly look up. We greet each other with maybe namaste. I see the divine light in you and the light in me. And I say a massive thank you for coming on this imaginal journey of the healing bright light, the colour blue. And just as we are coming back slowly, I'd like to share with you a study by a mindfulness guru, a gentleman called Jon Kabat-Zinn, who brought the mindfulness, the Buddhist mindfulness, into a secular way of mindfulness-based stress reduction. And about 40 years ago, Jon Kabat-Zinn, a young doctor, was at the Harvard Medical School with a group of other doctors. And these other doctors were all skin doctors. And they were saying to each other that the people who were coming to their clinics with a condition called psoriasis, which is an inflammation of the skin, that when they were going into the blue light of these circular sort of domes for the healing light of the skin, to dry up the skin, there was a lot of people not responding to this light. And so during this conversation, they decided that they would set up a study, because John was a meditator and had been for a long time. He said, why don't we set a study up, a meditation study, and we'll have a control of people who don't meditate and a group of people who do meditate, and we'll give them the same treatment, and we'll see what the result of this is. And the meditation was along the lines of bringing ourselves into coherence, settling the mind so that the body is in a position to accept the healing blue light. And the results were so stunning that the healing was taking place in 4 times as many people than before. And they thought, well, hang on a minute, there may be something wrong with the study. You know, the results were so spectacular. Let's do this again. So they did it again, and they got the same results. And what Jon Kabat-Zinn says is that you are doing something with your mind, and it's healing the skin. It doesn't get better than this. So this has been such a pleasure, because healing is a word that has been maybe demonized a little bit or not accepted, but the word healing is about self-regulation. That's another way of looking at it. When we regulate our mind and our body and bring our systems into alignment, our body knows what to do. I'm not saying that meditation is a cure for everything, because we do need the Western model, But in terms of self-regulation, it has a massive part to play, especially the blue light. And if you'd like to know a little bit more about that, there's a wonderful movie which I'll type in a minute, and it's called The Connection, Mind Your Body. And it's a movie I've shown to thousands of people to open their minds to the power of mindfulness and meditation. It's on www.theconnection.tv. I'll type all this in, but for the recording, www.theconnection.tv, where you can have a look at it. It's also on Prime, Amazon Prime, on the TV. I think you have to pay $3 for it to stream it. But it's certainly something that is really worth having a look at, and you can look at the trailer for free. Shannon Harvey is the director. It's very, very powerful. So I'm going to stop the recording now. For all those watching the recording, thank you. Day 25 of Feast for the Soul, and we'll see you again tomorrow for day 26 with Sarah McLean.